So today I'm sharing with you guys my everyday makeup routine. These are products and techniques that I reach for when I'm creating my everyday makeup look. So if you're interested, let's get into it. First, I always like to start off with prepping my skin, having the right products to make the makeup sit perfectly on my skin. So I'm going to start off with a serum, and the one that I'm going to use is by MAC Cosmetics. MAC Cosmetics has skincare products, and let me tell you, I am so excited. I'm going to use the MAC Hyper Real Serumizer. This is a skin balancing hydration serum that's going to help hydrate your skin. Then I'm going to pair it up with the moisturizer. So this is the Hyper Real Skincanvas Moisturizing Cream. This is a thick moisturizer that's perfect for everyday wear, and I think this one is perfect also for before makeup because it's gonna help seal a lot of hydration on your skin. I also feel like this primer is great for all skin types, including oily skin, because it's really hydrating. It also doesn't feel oily on my skin, which is great. It also has niacinamide and hyaluronic acid, which are two ingredients that are really good to help balance oils on your skin, so your skin still gets hydration without building up too many oils during the day. Then I'm gonna apply a primer, and for primer I'm going to use a hydrating illuminating primer by Hard Candy. This is the Glow Serum Primer, so this is supposed to illuminate your skin. It's perfect to use underneath your moisturizer before you apply your foundation. And the primer also contains hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, amazing skincare products that are so good for your skin and will help keep your skin radiant all day long. So I just like to press that onto my skin with a beauty sponge. You can use your fingers, but I like to use a beauty sponge just because I've applied all those skincare products and I don't want the skincare products to move around my skin. And as you can see, the primer gives me a really nice glow. It's going to help the makeup look like my skin because your skin naturally has this super healthy glow that glows from underneath your makeup. So I love these types of primers because they get your makeup to look really skin-like. Then I'm gonna go ahead and add a highlighter because I'm using a liquid highlighter, and for liquid highlighters I like to apply them underneath my foundation. So I'm going to use the Nova Beauty liquid highlighter. So this highlighter, you can use it anywhere. You can use it on your skin, you can use it underneath your foundation, on your body. It's just more of a highlighter for all over your skin. The shade that I'm using for this highlighter is Rose Gold, which I feel like is perfect for more of like cool undertones or neutral undertones. They also come in many different shades for different undertones, so if you're more of a warm undertone, you can use the golden ones. If you're of a cool undertone, I feel like more of the pink ones would work best for your skin. Today's video is also done in partnership with Nova Beauty. I'm going to be using some of their products today in this video and showing you guys exactly how I like to use them. So I like to just take about one drop of this highlighter and take it on a flat brush, and right where the highest points of my cheekbones are, I like to just place that right there as like a natural highlighter. And this is really going to help your skin glow from within. If you don't like too much glow, you can definitely skip the primer and just do this part on its own, or you can skip this step and do the primer. But because we're going for a really glowy look and I'm using an oil-free foundation, I want to add a little bit of extra glow because oil-free foundations can be matte on your skin, and because in the summer we like to glow, I like that extra glowy look. So I'm also placing this on my nose and just all the areas that I usually would apply highlighter. Then for foundation, I'm going to use the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. This foundation is an oil-free foundation. It is a full coverage foundation, but it's buildable, so you can use one pump to get that medium coverage. Then I'm going to take a beauty sponge to blend out the foundation. The shade that I use for the foundation is Tiramisu, which is the perfect undertone, the perfect skin tone. Sometimes it can appear a little bit too golden, but once I apply all my other makeup products, it looks like my perfect skin color. Like I mentioned, the foundation can be full coverage. I like a really nice full coverage foundation, especially if it's oil free. But if you're somebody who wants something very natural, you can use like half a pump of this foundation to get like a medium coverage. I love this foundation because it's great for all skin types. It is oil-free, and oil-free foundations settle really well on the skin and they give you more of that soft matte finish so that your makeup can last longer. So I love this foundation because it can last on my skin a long time, and if I'm wearing this every day, I want something that stays put. When it comes to concealer, I like to use more of a full coverage concealer because I like to brighten up my under eyes and make sure that it covers up all the darkness under my eyes. I'm gonna go in with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and the shade that I usually use is Amande. Then I like taking this small e.l.f. sponge to blend it out because it's really small and precise, and it really helps to give your concealer a better blend. And this concealer blends out like a dream. Like, it has been my favorite concealer for a long time. If you've never tried it, it's just one of those products that you can use and you definitely know that your concealer is just gonna look flawless. Then I'm gonna go ahead and apply cream bronzer. I personally don't think you need contour every single day because I feel like you can use bronzer to add a little bit of shadows back onto your skin. So for bronzer, I love this ABH cream bronzer. The shade that I'm using for this bronzer is the shade Chestnut, which gives me a really nice warm tone. If I'm going for more of a glowy makeup look that I can wear every day, especially in the summer when it's really hot, cream products sit on your skin way better than powder does, especially when it's hot, because it's very humid and cream products just settle without moving around. I love to use everything cream when it comes to bronzer, concealer, or if I'm applying contour, I'll go in with a cream contour instead. So I'm also going to place this bronzer on my chin just to help contour it a little bit. And one thing I like to make sure to do is apply all my cream products first before setting it with any powder, just so that there's no patchiness and the powder just smoothens out everything. Now I'm gonna go in with my favorite setting powders, which is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop powder. I like to use one to set my concealer and one to set my foundation. Now if you're using an oil-free foundation and you have dry skin, you don't necessarily need to set it with any powder, but I'm gonna go ahead and use this just to give me more of that matte look, just so that I'm not too dewy and too glowy. First, I'm gonna use the shade Tan to set my concealer, and this is more of a veil powder, so it's perfect for everyday use. I also love this powder because it helps to absorb all the oils on your skin, and it literally keeps your concealer intact, so it doesn't move at all. And as you can see, it instantly just absorbed all those oils. I love that it gives me a really nice smooth finish, so it helps to smoothen out your skin so it looks nice and just flawless. Then next, I'm gonna use the shade Mocha, which is closer towards the color of my skin, and I'm going to use a round dense brush to apply this powder. And with that powder, I like to just press that on all the areas where I can see any types of oils and all the areas where I didn't set it with the first powder. So that includes like my cheek area and also on my forehead, like right on my temples where I applied that cream bronzer. This is also going to help set that cream bronzer in place so it doesn't move. And you want to apply a little bit of powder. You don't want to put too much because, like I mentioned, cream products settle better on your skin than powder does. So you want to apply more cream and less powder. So what I like to do is I like to use the powder that I use to set the concealer and just use that powder to go over my eyelids. This is going to help absorb all those oils on my eyelids so that my eyes look matte. Now for everyday wear, I usually just don't have time to apply eyeshadow every single day, so I'm going to keep my eyes very neutral. So I went ahead and did my eyebrows, and I used the Milani Weekend Brow. This is my everyday eyebrow product because it's just easier to use for my eyebrows, and I feel like everybody does their eyebrows very different. This eyebrow product is just what works for me, super quick. The Too Faced mascara is what I'm going to use for my eyelashes to help curl them before I apply any falsies. I love this mascara because it helps to lengthen and lift my lashes, which is usually what I go for when I apply my eyelashes, just so that my eyelashes have something to sit on. Because I'm going in with eyelashes, I'm just gonna apply one coat of this mascara. No need to apply like 3 or 4 coats. For my everyday lashes, I love these So Wispy lashes. These are really nice for everyday wear because they look like your natural lashes and they're very simple. So I like to add a little bit of color to my skin, and blush is my favorite thing to add color. I'm obsessed with blush. One of my favorite blushes is this Juvia's Place blush. So it comes in 2 different shades, which is a darker pink shade and then a lighter pink shade. Typically I like to use this darker pink shade, but I usually like to use a very small amount because the blushes are really pigmented, and this is going to help add color to your skin so your skin looks like it's warm, it's colorful, it doesn't look plain. And I think blush just complements an everyday makeup look so well, especially if you use the right blush for your skin tone. So I like to focus this blush right on my cheekbones and just blend it downwards towards the apples of my cheeks as well. For lip liner, I'm gonna use the Nova Beauty Snatched lip liner in the shade Brown 01. So I'm gonna use this to line my lips. When it comes to lip liners, I always like to make sure sure the brown complements the skin tone really well. And this shade right here is like the perfect brown, especially if you're brown skin, because it's not too dark, but it's not like too light where it doesn't show up on your skin. And I feel like this is like that nice neutral brown that goes so well with so many different lipsticks. So I'm gonna be using this shade Brown 01 to line my lips. And I like to take that lip liner and slightly go over my whole lip. And as you can see, this is like a really nice neutral brown that looks very simple. I like to use this and fill it in just so that it neutralizes my lips, and then go in with lipsticks. So I'm gonna use this lipstick. This is a cream lipstick and it's in the shade Pleasure. These lipsticks are really creamy on the lips. It's not a matte lipstick where it feels too drying on the lips. I love them because they feel moisturizing on the lips, because matte lipsticks sometimes tend to be really drying, but this one by Nova Beauty is very smooth. I also like to go back in with the lip liner and just line my lips again. Then I like to top this off with lip gloss. I'm gonna use the shade If You Know, You Know, which is a light pink shade, to just add on top of this, to add a little bit of color. They also have so many different shades of lip glosses, and this has been a go-to because it helps to add color, it helps to add shine that I need, and it's also the perfect shade for an everyday wear. One thing that's really important when it comes to makeup is long-lasting products, and that's why you have to watch this video, because I go over the best long-lasting makeup that can last on your skin all day long.
KLJ, welcome to a channel where it's poppin'.